Welcome gamers, how's it all here? And a Rainbow Six Siege DLC is now out for everybody. It came out last week for season pass holders, but now everybody who owns the game can get it. So it's essentially a free DLC. You get one map and 2 new operators. The map is called Yacht, and it's actually a really interesting map. It really does have a very different feel to it compared to the other maps. It's got a sort of snowy feel to it. You sort of feel cold, even though you're not even in the yacht, if you know what I mean. And it just gives you that all-round new feel, a new environment, just something different, you know? This map is really impressive. I'm going to say it now. The visuals look really good. I've got no problem with that at all. I wouldn't say it's got a massive upgrade from the maps in the game currently, but you know, it's free DLC. At the end of the day, you can't complain. An extra map is added into the mix and is something else to play. Now, I had quite difficulty actually getting on this map because a lot of servers weren't sort of running it in their rotation. Or if they were, there were loads of other maps as well, so it took us ages to actually get to that map. And on a lot of occasions, I was trying to get in some servers and they were sort of having a private match, so I got kicked straight away. So that's a bit of a sort of disappointment for me. I didn't get to play this map as much as I wanted to right at the start. There should have been a sort of different playlist where you click DLC only and you only have that map in rotation. I think that would have been a much better idea anyway, but when I played it, I really enjoyed it. The gameplay was solid. It plays very differently. It's hard to get used to at the start, obviously. When you get a new map on any game, it's really hard to get used to. You don't know anything. You don't know where the objectives are. You don't know what sort of routes to take, if there are secret pathways, stuff like that. And it's all quite overwhelming at the start, but after a couple of games, you sort of get a good feel of where it all is, and it really does excel like the other maps. Now moving on to the operators, we have Buck and Frost. Buck is quite boring in my opinion. He's an attacking operator and his ability is an underbarrel shotgun. See, it doesn't sound too exciting, does it? Because it's not. That's the only ability he's got, is an underbarrel shotgun. It's not exciting, however that doesn't mean it's not effective. It can be handy in certain situations, but it is very situational. To take out barricades, if you're close quarters, if you sort of got a few enemies in front of you and you've got to take them out really quickly, or to take out cameras or something like that, it can come in handy in certain situations, but as I said, it's not really, you're not going to be using it all the time, if you know what I mean. You also get a new weapon with this guy, and that's not too impressive either. It kicks like a bitch. The recoil on that is really hard to get used to. Maybe I'll get used to it after a while, you know. With most weapons, this is what happens. At the start, you don't know the recoil pattern, but then you sort of get used to it and you sort of master the weapon, and then you're killing people left, right, and center. But it's a new weapon, it's a new gadget for people to play around with. It'll keep them quiet for a while. The defensive operator you get is Frost. Now this one is much more interesting. This operator has a sort of bear trap. I can't remember the specific word, but we're going to call it a bear trap because that's what it is. It sort of puts the enemies in a down but not out position. And this can be a really sneaky way to slow enemies down, to sort of wield their health down bit by bit. And it's really satisfying when you actually take someone out with this. However, it is quite hard to take people out. The only place that I found that was a really effective place to put these bear traps was underneath windowsills, because a lot of the time people didn't look underneath them. They sort of broke down a barricade, jumped on through and fell straight into the trap. They're really visible, so if you put them like in the middle of the room or under a barricade or in barbed wire or something like that, they're going to see it really easy, and you can also destroy them fairly quickly. So not an overly impressive equipment in my opinion, but if you put them in the right place, you can get some sneaky kills. Well, not kills because you don't kill them, you only down them, but if there is no one near them, you get the kill after a while because they bleed out. Now, the weapon you get an SMG and a shotgun with this one. The shotgun I really like. I think it's called a Super 90, and it's probably one of the best shotguns in the game I've tried. I may even go as far as saying it's a bit overpowered. You'll see in the gameplay that I completely destroyed the enemy, even though sometimes they shot before me, or my health was down halfway or something like that, but I still managed to kill them, so maybe a little bit overpowered, but anyway, we'll see. If he is overpowered, they'll patch it anyway, so there's not really a massive concern there. You also get an SMG, and this is really interesting. It's very different looking from any other weapon in the game, and you sort of hold it with your left hand side. I think you're holding onto the magazine, and it looks like a very strange animation, and that is just different from everything we've had before. As I said many times already, DLC is supposed to offer you different stuff, but the same good old gameplay mechanics. Different weapons, different map, different operators, but same solid gameplay. These operators aren't free, however. You do have to pay renown for it, or of course, you can take the easy route and pay for them. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe for more.